Contraceptive child spacing method is at a new high. We still have about 300 million women who want to adopt a modern child spacing method, still hanging in the balance because of some cultural beliefs, religion, and some myths and misconceptions held about child spacing method. That's why we are here today. This is Contraceptive Matters. We help you, we assist you to make informed and smart choices when it comes to child spacing method and reproductive health issues on contraceptive matters. I'm Olasumbo Modupe. Welcome to the show. The program continues shortly after this short break. Please stay with us. Okay, thanks for staying with us. It's still Contraceptive Matters with DKC Nigeria, and this program is made possible by DKC Nigeria, of course, and one of the largest private providers of contraceptives and reproductive health products in the country. And basically what we do on this show is to enlighten members of the public, especially women, to make informed and smart choices when it comes to child spacing methods, safe and modern child spacing methods, alongside reproductive health issues. And today we are doing something different. You know, all this while we've always been encouraging members of the public to visit DKC's website. That's the Honey and Banana website. And we equally encourage members of the public to send questions or make inquiries on DKC's toll-free short code. And today we are actually addressing all the inquiries on that platform. That's the DKC's toll-free short code platform. And I have with me in the studio Dr. Queen Amina Bilbaku. She's sitting close to me. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And Omolara Aluko, the Media and Communications Manager with DKC Nigeria. It's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, Simba. It's a pleasure being here.
Okay, so before I read, let's go to our first message. RHS, please, how many years can one give a child before having another one?
Give a child. So that question isn't too clear. Give a child what? Or do you mean
Maybe it's
spacing?
spacing.
So talking about
That's the
spacing,
question.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
that's
so
spacing.
spacing, usually we advise an average about 3 years. So 2 to 3 years minimum will be a good time to allow your body go back to pre-pregnancy state. Because pregnancy really takes a lot out of a woman. So you want to give enough time for, you know, everything to go back, regain your strength, and then, you know, have enough time to also nurture that child, because it takes a lot to give that child attention. So imagine having a 1-year-old or a 9-month-old, and then you're dealing with all the pregnancy issues of a new pregnancy or the demands of a new baby. So about 2 to 3 years. So that's, you know, that should be enough time.
Okay,
before
the
continuing
next question says, can a woman with ulcer or internal heat use IUS, that's intrauterine system?
Oh, definitely. Well, first of all, what kind of ulcer? Because you have different kinds of ulcers. So if you mean maybe a gastric ulcer, what people will call the general lymph ulcer, then usually there's no known connection. It doesn't stop you from using your IUS, because it's not like it's going to trigger or irritate, you know, the stomach. But if you mean ulcers, maybe genital ulcers causing unusual bleeds, or ulcers around the reproductive area that might be causing unexplained bleeds or anything like that, then we may not give you an IUS, so we find out what's going on. But if you mean what colloquially people call an ulcer, meaning an ulcer within your stomach or the first part of your intestine, you can go ahead and use your IUS without any, you know, fears, actually.
Okay, Lara, which method is better for a woman to use whose husband comes once a year? The questions are not just about child spacing method now.
Okay, so basically for that kind of a woman that the husband is not available, we'll say that the emergency pill is a good to go, because if the husband will come once in a year, so it means that she could actually use the emergency pill, that the one that you take, the post pill now, that you take immediately after intercourse, that will suffice for her, because the husband is not usually around. Because we've actually heard people say that, ask questions about the fact that, oh, I'm on a method, but I don't have intercourse regularly. Is it safe? Does it not have any, you know, side effects? So for that kind of a woman, you know, emergency pill will work for her.
So can I add something?
Okay,
so,
you can.
Yes, an emergency pill is perfect if they have infrequent intercourse. But if this man is going to come once a year and spend 3 months or 6 months, or, you know, that's the time they make up for not being together all year, you may need something that lasts you longer. So I would say, yes, post-pill, emergency pill, but you may also consider some of the longer acting reversible methods, and IUD that last 10 years. So if it comes once a year, you don't have to worry, oh, you came suddenly, you were going to surprise me, I didn't know you were going to come, and then you could change it. Or even Implanon or Jadel that is 5 years, or Implanon NXC that is 3 years, so that you know that, okay, when it's about to expire, you can change it. But if when he comes, he goes almost immediately, and intercourse is infrequent, then the emergency contraception will be.
Okay, RHS, I'm feeling slight pains in where I put Implanon. What can I do to stop it?
Okay, well, for that particular question, I believe that the person that actually sets that question, maybe the person just implanted the implant. So, you know, that is expected, that for 2 to 3 days after the implantation, you have, or, you know, at the point where it is inserted, you can feel some pain. But a situation whereby you've inserted it for maybe 2-3 months and you are still feeling pain at that point of insertion, then please, you need to go back.
Wrong.
Something is actually wrong. So we will advise that you go back, go see the doctors, explain to them, so that they can take a look at that point and, you know, be able to say, okay, you know, help you provide a solution to it. But if it is just, you know, few days after insertion, because I know that when they implanted, you know, they give you some pain relief that you take, you know, for the next 3 to 5 days, so that it can help relieve the pain. But if it is more than that, please go back, go see the doctors, and let them examine that point.
Okay. The next question, I think it's quite different from the first one. RHS, if someone's husband is not around, can I stop using the pills for the meantime?
If it is the daily pill, please, you cannot stop. Because this particular question now, yes, we've been having it regularly. People have been asking that, oh, I'm on daily pill, but my husband is not around. Do I stop until when he's going to come, I pick up again? No. You cannot do that.
Once you start,
yes,
keep
it's a regular thing. You keep taking it, because with the daily pill, The hormone in the daily pill now, the combination, what is in it, is actually low dose. So what you need for each day is what is in each tablet, meaning that you are only covered for 24 hours. So a situation whereby you say, because my husband is not around, I won't take the pill, it means you are exposing yourself to the pregnancy that you are trying to avert. And at the end of the day, you now come to say, oh, that pill fails. No, it's not that the pill fails, it's just because of your human error. So because your husband is not around doesn't mean you should stop. Please continue with the pill.
Okay, so once you're sexually active and you've adopted that method, you need to keep
taking it.
Okay, please, we got this from Adebisi from Ikorodu. Please state types of non-hormonal family planning method.
Okay, so we have a non-hormonal, meaning that the way it works and the components does not depend on some kind of hormone similar to what you have in your body. So the condoms are the most popular, whether for the male or the female. Okay, a Fiesta, Kiss condoms, okay. And then you also have a Kaya diaphragm, okay, which is, well, maybe we'll talk about that on the show has been spoken about, but it's like a cap that caps up the cervix so that, you know, the sperm can't get on to meet the egg. So there are also other types. Copper T is another kind of non-hormonal, you know, unlike the IUS.
Which one is copper T?
That's the IUD, copper T, IUD, the Lydia, yes, the coil is another kind of non-hormonal. So you also have, you know, spermicides and all those things that generally kill sperm. You know, that's also a non-hormonal. So these are some of the abstinence, absolutely. It's also it's non-hormonal. So these are methods that do not, you know, if you're concerned about, you know, about the hormonal potential side effects and you want something that doesn't come with that, those are the options that you have.
Okay, RHS, is the Kaya meant for only women? We treated diaphragm last week. So
Kaya diaphragm is actually meant for women alone. And because we had someone ask that the diaphragm and the female condom, that are they the same? So, you know, basically they are not the same. The diaphragm is actually inserted into the female genital to, you know, inside to cover the cervix. You understand? To prevent, it's like a gatekeeper. It's actually keeping the spermatozoa out from entering into the womb.
Okay.
But for the female condom now, what this does is to actually cover the, you know, the entire female genital. Yes, it covers it up, meaning that it actually prevents you from getting sexually transmitted diseases and also prevent pregnancy.
That's two in one.
That's two in one, yes. But for diaphragm, it will only prevent pregnancy and not STIs or STDs. So actually the diaphragm is meant for women alone. So for the men, they should go for the condom.
Okay, RHS, I removed my IUS last 2 months and not yet conceived. What went wrong?
Okay, so these are some of the myths and misconceptions that comes up, okay? Because some people will tell you, oh, they found it difficult to conceive again because they had a family planning method. And I always tell them that there are a number of women who come in who never had a family planning method, probably had one child, and they're having difficulty conceiving. If they'd been on family planning, they would have blamed that. So if you had an IUS in and it was taken out and you're having difficulty conceiving, most times kind of the class, or should I say group of women we give IUSs in the first place, there are specific reasons. So
why?
Some women have bleeds that can't be explained, you know, we put in an IUS. And already if you're having issues with your menstruation, that can also shows that there might be a hormonal deficit that could affect fertility. So it may not be the IUS, it depends on how that individual has been counseled. So I'm going to say, talk to your doctor. It's unlikely it's the IUS, okay? So there might be some hormonal imbalance going on that is making it difficult to achieve conception so that the real culprit can be found. But you can't say it's the IUS, except maybe you developed an infection because of the way you handled it while you had it in. But other than that, there's no link. It doesn't mean because you had a family planning method, that's why you're having difficulty conceiving.
Okay, RHS, what is the side effects of Cyanopress? Are there side effects?
Yeah, you know, like we used to say that basically this side effect that we'll talk about are actually the way our bodies, the different body reacts to these family planning method. So now talking about the 3-monthly contraceptive injection, okay, so we'll say that for some people, you may have heavy bleed when you start because, you know, we usually say for this particular method, for any method at all you pick that are hormonal, because they are first time in your system, your system wants to fight back. Your system wants to say, you've not been here before, how come you're here now? The system wants to say no to it. So at that point in time when, you know, your body is trying to adjust to it, we see it as the side effect period.
Okay.
So for Ciana press, it could be heavy bleed for some people. For some people, it could be no bleed. You get it. For some people, it could be, you know, mild headache sometimes, not so much, mild ones. That
Ciana press is a self-administered injection, right?
Yes, the
can be
3 monthly,
self-administered.
yes, the 3 monthly contraceptive injection that is given on the thigh, that comes pre-packed.
Yeah.
It comes pre-packed, both the injection, what you need with the needle and everything is in one pack. So once it is activated, it is injected, and you are good to go. Yes. So those are basically, it could be heavy bleed, it could be no bleed at all. Some people will complain of mild headache. Some people will say, okay, there is a slight weight change. You know, basically, so those are the things you encounter. But we usually say that by the time you take the first shot, by the time you are moving to the second shot, now that's 3 months after the first one, then your body will begin to adjust to it. Yes.
Okay. RHS, what is the name of male condom, please?
So the male condom, well, they come in a number of brands, but our brand is the Fiesta or Kiss condom. So you ask for a Fiesta brand, which comes in different variants, or a Kiss condom, you'll be sure you're getting
What's
some
the difference
quality.
between Fiesta and Kiss condom?
Okay. So basically, looking at the Fiesta, the Fiesta now comes in different variants. But for Keys, it's just a single one. It's just a single. Then the packaging now, if you look at the way it's been packed, though you in each of the box, for each of the condom now, you have 3 in the box. But for Keys, it actually comes in something like a pouch. A small pouch, yes, and is a wine in color. So you have 3 in it. Then we have some that are in sachet for the Kiss condom. So then if you want to buy a price, you know, price difference also for Kiss, you get it for 50 naira. But for, but for the Fiesta now that comes in different variants, you get it for 100, 150. But the ones like the Prolong, the Glow in the dark, for those ones you get 200, 250. So we could say that, depend, you know, the premiumness now, one is more premium than the other, then the pricing also.
Okay. Well, it's still Contraceptive Matters with DKT in Nigeria, and today we are looking at our feedback mechanism. That's the DKT's toll-free shortcode platform. That's the 38350. We've always encouraged members of the public, especially viewers that couldn't get in through the calls, to send messages or questions to that line. You can also do that. You can also participate by sending RHS. You type RHS, send it to 38350. Type RHS space your question to 38350. Type RHS space, type your question to 38350. You get a doctor to call you back. Weekly, we receive more than, don't let me exaggerate, we receive thousands of messages. But I'm sure these are the most recent ones, and we decided to, you know, address them right on here. You can also call us on 08090279018, 08090279018. Send your WhatsApp to 08090279018, or call 0908-729-6673. 0908-729-6673. That's the number which you can call us. Hello? Okay, I thought we have a call. 0908-729-6673. We take a short break now. When we return, we'll receive some calls and read some messages on our WhatsApp platform. Please stay with us. Thanks for standing by. It's still Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria. Today we are looking at our feedback mechanism, the DKT's toll-free short code. And together with Dr. Queen Hamina Biobaku and Omolara Aluku, we've been addressing some of the inquiries sent by members of the public. And I think we have, okay, we lost that call. Someone wants to know more, someone needs more information on post-pill.
Okay, so I'll start by saying post-pill is an emergency contraception. And it's one of the only...
Okay, Lara, please hold your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good morning. Please, I'm watching a TV program.
Okay. What's your name, please? Welcome to Contraceptive Matters.
You know what?
This is Contraceptive Matters. Welcome to the show.
Okay, please, I want to find out how to calculate, menstrual sample, how to get the actual day, how to calculate it.
Okay, you want to get how to calculate your menstrual cycle.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. What's your name, please?
Elizabeth, calling from Sylvia.
Elizabeth, calling from Surulere. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, Lara.
Okay.
Please, okay, go ahead with your post-pill
so
narration.
now. Also, is an emergency pill is actually the only pill that you take after intercourse, because every other method is in your system. So, you know, it's for our own brand, it's called post-pill. And it's a single dose of emergency contraception. It's just one tablet. You take it immediately after intercourse. And, you know, although you have an open window of 120 hours, meaning that you can take it even up to 5 days after the intercourse. But please note that the more you delay in taking it, the more the chances of you getting pregnant.
The
Because
window
efficacy,
period.
yes, begin to drop. But we advise that you take it immediately after intercourse, so that, you know, it can work. And, you know, you may want to ask, how does it work? What our post-pill does in the system is basically to prevent you from ovulating.
Okay.
It prevents ovulation, it prevents your egg being dropped, that is one. And it, you know, also thickens the cervical mucus now, making it difficult for the sperm, you know, to swim even to the egg in case the egg is released.
Okay, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are speaking with Mr.
Hello, who is on the line, please?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters.
Yes, I'm watching the program right now.
What's your name, please?
Yeah?
What's your name?
Mr. Shitu from Yesiota.
You're calling from Ota, but I didn't get your name. Go ahead with your question.
Mr. Shitu from Yesiota.
Mr. Shitu.
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead, Mr. Shitu. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Can you please speak up, Mr. Shitu? We can hardly hear what you're saying.
I'm loud and clear now. I'm hearing you loud.
Okay, we can hear you clearer. Hello? Okay, Mr. Shitu, go ahead. Mr. Shitu. Okay, we are listening.
I'm listening to your program. I'm seeing you on my screen right now.
Okay.
But what I want to ask is that how man will prevent himself from sexual intercourse? Yeah?
How can a man? I didn't get that.
How will man prevent himself from sexual intercourse?
How can a man prevent himself from sexual intercourse? Did I get you right?
Sexually transmitted diseases.
Is it sexual intercourse or sexually transmitted diseases?
Prevent himself from sexual intercourse.
Okay, is that all, Mr. Shitu? Thank you so much, Mr. Shitu.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Okay, will you quickly...
Sexually transmitted
Diseases. Okay.
That's
Thank
what
you
we're
so much
asking.
for that clarification, Mr. Shitu. So, doctor, please quickly clarify that
So how do you
before we move
protect-
to the menstrual cycle
Yes, to protect
question.
yourself from sexually transmitted infections, abstinence is the best way. So you either abstain, and that's easiest, Or if you're going to have intercourse, then the barrier methods are the only methods that have a dual purpose. They protect you from sexually transmitted diseases or infections, as well as help you, avoid pregnancy before you're ready.
Okay.
So the condoms barrier methods are the condoms, whether for the male or the female. And we've talked about the different variants that we have available. So you pick up a condom. Otherwise, other methods you are at risk. So to protect yourself, get a barrier method, which are the condoms.
Okay, what about the question on menstrual cycle?
So she said something about how to calculate your menstrual cycle. So I think she meant ovulation. First of all, before you can even tell when you're ovulating, you have to know what your menstrual cycle length is. Okay. And to know this, keep a calendar for 3 months. So have a calendar where the first day your period starts, you mark it on that period, to the next month when the next one starts, and if it's in the same month, you mark. So if this is day 1 of this period, you mark that, then you also mark day 1 of the next period. That gives you an average. So for the next 3 months, you begin to know 30 days, every 30 days, every 32 days, every 35 days, every 28 days, or 28 days, which is the average. And it may change. Some people it's perfect.
So, Doctor, please hold your thought. It seems we have a call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm watching your program.
Okay, what's your name, please?
My name is Sarah.
Sarah, where are you calling from, Sarah?
I'm coming from Korodu.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah, for calling. What's your question?
My question is, I'm doing family plan, but I'm already stopped it.
You already?
I'm doing family plan.
Which method?
Family plan.
Which method are you on? Which method are you on? Are you using injection? Are you a coil, IUD, or just condoms?
No, I'm not using anything.
You are not using any. Okay.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead, Sarah.
I am already stopped it for family plan.
Okay.
But now, since last year, I didn't get pregnant. I didn't know why.
Okay.
So he stopped it.
You've stopped the method you were using,
which one was it?
and you're expecting. Hello.
I'm hearing you.
Which one?
Hello. Can you hear me, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You are not on any family planning.
No.
Okay. And
Did you do one before that you remove or you stopped?
What, ma'am?
Did you do any family planning that you've taken it out or you have stopped using the method?
Yeah, I'm not using anything.
okay, you've never used any method.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you want to know why you are not pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah. Okay, doctor.
Okay, so back to the circle. So when you keep like at least a 3-month calendar, you know the length. And I wanted to say some people is like clockwork every 28 days or every 20 days, but sometimes a little variation. It may be 28, it may be 27, it may be 30. We're not too worried about that. If the range isn't too wide and it's like that regularly, we still consider that to be regular. So we need to also let you know that your circle is divided into 2. You have a constant part and you have one that might change. So usually 14 days from when you ovulate is your ovulation period. Basically, 14 days from when you ovulate is when your next period will come. So when you have that calendar for 3 months, count backwards from the day it started to the 14th day. So that's when you ovulated. So if you have an idea of what that is for those months, you can say, okay, I ovulate around this period. Yes. But remember that you can have a period without ovulating. So there are signs you should look out for. And if you have certain concerns, whether you're not sure whether you ovulated or not, see your doctor. There are tests and scans we can do to see if actually your eggs mature to the point of ovulation, so that is clear. That's on that. Then the second
Sarah
question,
wants to know why she's not pregnant yet.
Okay, so infertility, it comes up. Some people will just be married. They've been married for barely how many months, and they come into the hospital saying that they can't get pregnant. Usually we laugh and we advise them and send them home. They don't like to hear it. So usually we say give yourself some time, 1 year to 2 years, before you start getting worried. But if you've done all you think you should do, you're sure you're ovulating, there are certain things. First of all, we say bring your husband, let's do a semen analysis, because usually women do everything, and at the end of the day, it's the man who has the issue. So since that's the easiest thing to do, we do that. So if that is perfect, then we face the woman. And there are certain tests and questions and things we can do to find out the reason. Once you can locate the reason or identify the reason, then possible solutions can be offered.
Hello, good afternoon. We can hardly hear what you're saying. Can you please speak up? Hello, good afternoon. Oh. We can hardly hear what you're saying. Please call back. Let's go ahead with the messages. Can a single lady have this protection without any side effects?
Definitely. When you talk about potential side effects, it doesn't distinguish between, oh, you're single, so I'm going to have you, you're going to have more.
Okay.
You're married, I'll be nice to you. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. So there are potential, you may not have any, but if you're sexually active and you do not want to get pregnant, you adopt a method. Remember, there are methods you can get over the counter without talking to any healthcare professional. When we talk about the barrier methods, the condom, the level from the pills, the post-pill and all that, even the kind diaphragm. But if you're thinking of a longer acting method, you need to talk to a qualified healthcare professional that will help you identify the safest methods for you so that you can pick one from them. So if you're single and sexually active and you do not want to get pregnant yet, yes, you can safely adopt a method after talking to your doctor.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Please turn down the volume of your TV set. Hello? Okay, I'm afraid we have to let you go. Please try to lower the volume of your TV set. You cannot do two things at a time. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Okay. What is the side effect of a woman not menstruating due to the use of a particular family planning method, especially injection?
Okay, so we said so many times that you not seeing your period while on a method doesn't mean you're sick. It doesn't have any potential effects. It doesn't accumulate in your abdomen where it can go and cause cancer, which is the fear most women have. I say if it was accumulating in your tummy, in fact, you have pain. Some say, oh, the tummy is bigger because the period is staying there. You will feel pain. Blood can't stay in one place. It will get infected and there will be a lot of pain. That becomes an emergency. Okay, so you not having a period is normal. Just like saying a woman who is pregnant or someone who is now into menopause is ill. We know that isn't true. So it's just you're mimicking your normal body processes per
Doctor,
time.
I think we have a call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Contraceptive Matters. What's your name, please?
My name is Remy, calling from Ikorodu.
Remy from Ikorodu. Thanks for calling.
Yes, I want to ask the doctor.
Okay.
What is my wife is in pain doing?
Remy, please, can you speak up a little bit? We can hardly hear what you're saying.
She sexual impact or she used to feel pain.
Hello, Remy.
Hello?
Okay, please speak up.
My wife used to feel pain doing sex.
Your wife is what?
Used to feel pain doing sex.
Pain. Your wife is...
Pain. Sorry?
Pain during sex.
Your
Hello?
wife experiences pain during sexual intercourse.
Yes.
Okay, is that all, Remy?
Yes. And he's used to discharge.
She used
His palm
to...
for some minutes will come out again.
Okay. All right, thank you, Remy. Doctor, will you quickly...
Okay. Okay, so to wrap up on that.
Okay, wrap up on your first
You not having a period while on it, there's no health hazard. Usually when you're off the method, things stabilize.
Okay.
That should be clear.
I'm afraid I have to cut you again. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we lost that call.
So he said his wife has what we call dyspareunia, which is pain during sexual intercourse. So there are questions. Has this always been, or is there a new development? But he did mention she's experiencing some abnormal discharge. So that may be a pelvic infection, which also comes, usually when it's a pelvic infection, it comes with pain during sexual intercourse. So please, it's important. Take your wife, both of you, see a healthcare professional. Because the longer you wait and you try to self-medicate and all that, infertility may come up. It may just become complicated. So you can go in so they can examine you, do the proper investigations, and treat whatever may be the cause, if it's treatable, and be able to tell you what the matter is. So please talk to a qualified healthcare professional as soon as possible.
Okay, RHS, can a wife do this family planning, whatever type, without the approval of his husband? Before we take that, before I take your response, let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to Contraceptive Matters.
Yes, ma'am. Please, I'm Ajoke speaking from Ota.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Ajoke speaking from Ota.
Ajoke, thanks for calling.
All right. Please, I wanted to make a complaint. I do have
Ajoke, we can hardly hear what you're saying. Please speak up.
I said I do have a stomach pain. I do have an abdominal pain.
Okay.
Down my
Abdominal pain.
I'm not used to family planning. I'm not used to it. I'm a mother of 4.
Ajoke, can you please repeat your question?
Hello? Hello, are you hearing me now?
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Okay. So I do have abdominal pain.
Okay.
I do have abdominal pain.
Okay.
So I'm a mother of 4.
Okay.
And I'm not used to any family planning.
She's not using it.
Okay. A mother of 4 without any child spacing method. What part of your abdomen?
I'm
The
not
doc-
used to any family planning. So I've been to the hospital and I was told this infection. So I've been treating it and still the pain still continue. I wanted to ask, what should I do, please?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ajoke, for calling. Okay.
Yes,
Doctor.
so, yes, it's kind of vague because there are details I would need. But they said it's an infection. She said abdomen. The abdomen is a wide area. It goes from top here to the bottom. So is it the lower abdomen? Is it the upper part? Is it around where the intestines is right there in the middle? They said there's an infection. The location helps us know what the likely infections may be in that area. So since you mentioned family planning, if it's the lower abdomen,
She said she has never been on any method, and she has a 4.
She has 4 children. I was wondering, since she's tying it 2, because if it was an upper abdominal pain, family planning shouldn't even be, but it is an infection. An infection is treatable. So if they know it's an infection, what kind of infection is it? Is it treatable? Now, but you also need to realize that there's some infections that even when totally treated, depending on how long you've had it, if there's been some kind of irreversible damage, it becomes a chronic pain issue, even though the immediate problem has been solved. So you need to find out exactly where is this pain, what kind of infection was it, were you treated, did you complete your antibiotic course? Okay, so what's going on now? So still you need to talk to your health. If you're not satisfied with what your doctor is saying, see a specialist, someone who is, whose area is that particular area. If it's the lower part, you see a gynecologist. If it's the upper part in your gut, you may need to see a gastroenterologist or some physician so that you can get to the bottom of this. You don't need to live with the pain, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
It's Sonia. I'm Sonia.
Hello, we cannot hear what you're saying. Please call back. So, Lara, you wanted to respond to the viewer that wants to know if she needs her husband's consent.
Okay, so
Okay, Lara, please hold your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Hello? I'm afraid we have to let you go. Lara, please go ahead.
okay, so we will advise that it's always good for you to actually discuss with your partner. When you discuss with your husband, oh, I want to adopt this method, explain the reason why, let him understand. Because
Okay.
I believe that men now, the nowadays men are even the ones that are more conscious about the use of modern contraception.
Okay.
Because they know what the economy is saying.
Hello?
So,
Okay. Hello, good
Hello,
afternoon.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
What?
Welcome to the show. What's your name, please?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Please. It's Sonia. I'm calling from Nakoka.
Tonya, you're calling from Makoka.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling from Nakoka. I want to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Tonya.
My question is that. Yes, ma'am.
Tonya, please lower the volume of your TV set. You cannot do 2 things at a time, or we let you go.
My menstruation, I do have a menstrual pain a lot.
Okay, is that all, Tonya?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tonya. So, Lara, please,
So we will say
go ahead
that
with your
it is
thoughts.
always good to actually discuss with your husband. Discuss with your partner, tell him, let him see reason, then both of you agree and you go for a particular
And if he
method,
says
yes.
no?
And if he says no, well, now, this is my own personal opinion now. This is outside of DKT. No, this is not DKT. This is Omolara talking now. Yes,
Okay.
because it is your body. because you are the one that knows how it is when you suffer, you know, through childbirth and things like that, then I'll say you go ahead. That's just it. Because the truth of the matter is, if you keep getting pregnant and you keep giving birth
and you die,
what happens? Who takes care of those children that you are going to leave behind? We are talking about maternal mortality here, so it is your life. But I will always advise that it's better you discuss it with your partner before you go ahead.
Okay. Let's quickly attend to the WhatsApp message. My name is Collins. Please, ever since my wife started using family planning 3 months ago, she said she doesn't feel urge for sex again.
Yes, you know, we really talked about that, about loss of libido being one of the potential side effects some women experience with some of the hormonals. So that may be a reason, although there's a psychological part. So be sure that you and your wife haven't having a misunderstanding or she's unhappy with you, which is why. So if you take that out, talk to a healthcare professional. There are things that can help with that. It's not.
And there are things that Mr. Collins too can do.
Yeah.
Mr. Collins, you can actually help your wife. You know, there is, you know, this intercourse between husband and wife is all about the thing of the mind. It's all about you, how creative both of you are. Be creative about it. Have you been are you still going after it the way you've usually been? You know, change things, you know, overall things. And it will be good.
I like that overall thing.
Yeah, and if it isn't working, because sometimes I know people come in, they've done everything, she's just not in the mood. She seems like a different person. Some will tell you as if she's a different, her personality has changed. Sometimes the hormones can do that. Just like some women have a personality change when they're pregnant or when they're having a period. So that can happen. There are things that can be done so that, you know, the family doesn't break apart and you blame family planning.
Okay, the last and final question. What are the dangers in having sex after menopause for a man and a woman? I think.
In fact, that particular question, we need to actually trash it out. It's not only on TV. You see men calling on radio. My wife, you know, she's in menopause. Now, I don't want to touch her. I will begin to, it's menopause disease. Please, doctor.
See, this thing, you'll be surprised. I've been in gatherings where we give seminars, and the question comes, even within the similarly educated, they say she's now a man. To have anything to do with her puts me at risk. And I'm like, this is so unfair. So this woman, there's nothing really. In fact, for some women, that is when they begin to just enjoy, you know, their husbands and intercourse, because no more fear of getting pregnant or anything. The woman is still a woman. Just like your child is still your female child, even though she's not menstruating. Just that now she's no more, you know, menstruating. Yes, there may be some difficulties. Some women have dryness issues, which you can, lubricants and all can take care of. But there's no health hazard to the woman or to the man. Doing the usual. Please, they need your support. You don't need to stay away from your wife at this time. Someone asked that question.
Okay, this last question, please. The floor manager is already telling us to leave the studio now. RHS, I've been using the contraceptive pill some months ago, then I stopped it in July, and since then I've not seen my menstruation.
Okay, so like we said, some people have no period while they're on it. When you stop it, your periods will come back. I don't know how long she stops, but give yourself some time. Usually when it's all out, yes, you go back to your usual circle.
Okay, Antonia wants to know what she can use for menstrual pain.
No, she said she doesn't know why. That's the thing. So I'm going to be very quick about it. Depends. There's so many questions. If you've always had menstrual pain, that's because, you know, it's always been there. It's not a new development. Usually I advise that over-the-counter medication you take before your period starts to help with that, because there's a hormone causing the pain, and it's similar to what causes contraction in a woman about to have a baby. So it eases out that so that you do not feel the pain. But if it's a sudden onset thing, something you've never had, usually there's something wrong. So you need to see your gynecologist.
All right, we have to leave the studio now. Thank you so much, Lara. Thanks so much, Dr. Baku. Thanks so much, viewers. Thanks so much, Tonya. So many people called in today. Sonia, Sarah, Ajoke, Olayinka, Ade, Mr. Shitu, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your effort listening to us. Please join us again next week for another interesting topic. I'm Olasumbo Modupe.